Get ready because I'm about to show you my top 5 favorite exercises for glute growth. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Annalise Cruz, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my top 5 favorite exercises to grow the booty, the glutes. These exercises are my top 5, so the secret is out. I'm going to be showing you these 5 exercises and talking you through all these exercises as in voiceover because I do go to a public gym and it's noisy and I just can't talk to the camera inside the gym. So I am going to voice over it for you so that you can do these exercises yourself and help you with form. Maybe one day I can go to a private gym and record these exercises for you right in there in that moment and talk to you. But as of right now, we are going to do the voiceover. I want to mention that these exercises will help you with glute growth, but what you eat is super important and super crucial to your fitness goals. If you want to build muscle and see results anywhere, not just the glutes, you need to be eating the right amounts of fats, carbs, and protein, especially things high in protein. That is the most important source of muscle growth. The amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats that you consume daily is super important in addition to weight training. If you're working so hard in the gym and you're doing all the right things inside the gym, but you are lacking nutrition, specifically protein, fats, and carbs, then that is why you're not seeing results. You need to be implementing a diet that is in line with your goals and also working hard in the gym. You also need to be focusing on progressive overload, not just adding on weight to your maximum capacity, but also increasing your repetitions and your sets and elevating your endurance by implementing high volume and intensive workouts. You must be disciplined. In order to see results, you have to consistently be exercising. I cannot stress this enough. If you're not consistently exercising, then you're not going to see results, or you're going to play two in the gym. You need to consistently progressive overload and strength train in order to see growth. Before I get started on talking you through these 5 exercises, I also want to mention that this video is sponsored by Gymshark, and I am wearing the Adapt Ombre Seamless Shorts in this video. I'm wearing the top right now. It is a new one that just came out. It is super cute. I am going to leave my link down below so you can support me as an athlete, and if you want the set yourself, you can go check it out. But let's get started with this video. I'm going to be talking you through that now. All right, guys, so the first exercise I'm going to show you is the Romanian Deadlift. I absolutely love doing this exercise on lower body day. If you are more bent leg like so, then you are targeting the glutes more. But if you are more stiff leg, then you're targeting your hamstring more. It all depends on your position of your legs and how much you hinge your hips. Now I'm going to show you the RDL from the starting point. You want to have your legs and feet shoulder width apart and bend down to grab the bar. Anything that you grab from the floor, you want to bend your knees to prevent any back injury or back strain. You should be gripping the bar right outside your legs. You don't want to be too close or too far, but in a comfortable position that is neutral to your body. Before you hinge your hips and go down, you want to roll your shoulders back, keep your chin tucked, and hinge all the way down, keeping the bar close to your shins as possible. You want to imagine that someone's pulling your hips back and you want to hinge as much as possible. I know a lot of people have different flexibility and mobility, but the more you do this exercise, the more your flexibility will increase. It is super important to keep your back and your neck neutral and aligned together so that it is straight throughout the whole movement. Keep those legs bent in a fixed position because that is what prevents your back from hurting. The next exercise I'm going to show you is the Bulgarian split squat. I know this is one of the deadliest exercises to do in the fitness community, but it has helped a lot with my glute growth and quad growth. This exercise is going to target your glutes and quads and some emphasis on your hamstrings. To initiate the exercise, I like to place a barbell pad on a Smith machine bar and position the bar below knee length. Depending on how far your front foot is positioned, it will determine which muscle you're targeting more. Just experiment with your foot position and find a spot that you're comfortable with. I'm going to show you this clip from how I initiate the exercise exactly. I am placing my back foot on the barbell pad and bringing that back knee towards the ground. For my front leg, I am positioning it to where I want it specifically to target my glutes. So I'm positioning it more further out. Then I am shooting right up and getting ready to initiate the exercise. Begin to hinge your hip back and slightly position your knee forward in the direction of your toes. Lower your back knee to the ground while slightly leaning your torso forward to create emphasis on the glutes. If your torso is more upright, then you're creating emphasis on the quads. Keep your chest up and don't worry if your knees pass your toes. Just don't excessively push them forward, as that create more tension in your knees and that'll cause knee pain. The next exercise I'm going to show you is the king of glute exercises, hip thrusts. Don't we all love this exercise? Anyways, I am using the platform here and I am rolling the bar towards my pelvis. It is okay to use the bench also as long as you are doing the hip thrust in the correct form. Here I am using a lower platform position so that I get more of a glute bridge movement. Always position your feet and shins in a vertical 90-degree L shape. The barbell should be sitting on the crease of your hips with your hands holding the bar outside of your thighs. Your toes should be pointed outwards about 45 degrees. Keep your gaze forward throughout the whole movement and scoop your tailbone in like an ice cream scooper. Squeeze at the top of the movement and keep a slight posterior to pelvic tilt. It is important not to hyperextend the spine. That is what causes lower back pain. I have done it myself. Believe me, I've been there, done that. And it is super important to practice form with lightweight first and then move on to heavier. All right, so I showed you the basic hip thrust with a full range of motion. Now I want to show you the glute bridge that I've been loving to do lately. If your goal is to work on your glutes, then the bridge is a better choice. The bridge will be more effective on your glutes in a less range of motion and involves less of the quads. The range of motion ends right before the back of the thighs meet your shins. Hip thrust has a longer range of motion. It is still going to activate your glutes, but I like to do this workout to really feel tension in my glutes. They're about the same thing. It all depends on how far your range of motion is. This range of motion is known as the class glute bridge, which I've been loving lately for the glutes. This next exercise I'm going to show you is the dumbbell Sumo Squat. I absolutely love this exercise. It's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, everything that I'm showing you here is my favorite, but I've been incorporating this exercise for this past year and I've seen a lot of growth in my glutes. The starting position of this movement is to have a slight wide stance, almost in a neutral position, just a little bit wider. You don't want to go too wide because that will put more tension in your hip abductors and it will not target your glutes as much. I like to hold the dumbbell by crossing my fingers together and holding it all together. Other people like to have their hands opposite to each other. If you don't have that much grip strength, then I suggest holding your hands opposite to each other. After you position yourself and you are ready, you want to squat and sit into the movement, come up and keep the torso slightly lean forward. Squeeze your glutes as you come back up and keep the tension in your glutes throughout the whole movement by controlling the entire exercise. This last exercise I'm going to show you is the reverse lunge. It can either target your quads or your glutes, but it all depends on your torso position and your feet position, like the Bulgarian split squat that I showed you. I love the reverse lunge because it focuses on hinging your hips backwards. The goal is to not have your knee travel too forward. If you let your knee travel too forward, it would turn into a quad dominant exercise. As for this lunge, I reach my back foot far back and my front leg is more vertical and less range of motion of the knee. From the starting position to target the glutes, always initiate the lunge with hips flexion and have your hips sit back. For greater range of motion, you can elevate that front leg on a platform and do elevated reverse lunges. I like to incorporate that sometimes too. This time I did regular reverse lunges because I was tired from Bulgarians. That is a wrap for this video. I hope this video helped you. I showed you guys my top 5 favorite glute exercises, and with these glute exercises you will see growth as long as you are training with intensity and you're progressive overloading and you're following a program and diet that is in line with your goals. I hope this video helped you again, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I can answer them for you and help you with anything else that you need. And yeah, by the time I upload this, it will be New Year's Eve, so happy New Year. I hope this new year brings you a lot of joy, a lot of progress, a lot of growth, a lot of blessings, and I will see you guys in my next video.